Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar about prototyping for robotics and MedTech. In today's fast-evolving world of MedTech and robotics, it is crucial to stay ahead of the curve by using the right tools. In today's webinar, we will demonstrate how ProtoPie is at the forefront of advanced prototyping, reshaping the future of the robotics and MedTech industries. Please go ahead to the chat and let us know from where you're joining us today. We always have this tradition of asking our attendees where they're joining from, because we wanna see our global community. San Francisco, good morning. Good afternoon, I guess. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Shutong Pan from Boston. Hi, Samantha. Yeah, I would like to remind everyone to make sure that you have enabled the everyone option when sending your messages via the chat. This way, we make the webinar more interactive. Hi, Ryan from California, Redwood City. Good afternoon. Right. Hi from Barcelona. Thank you for joining us. It's quite late in Spain. Hi, Jonathan. What up? Okay, hi, Joanna from Korea. Thank you for joining us in this early morning here in Seoul. It's 8 a.m. currently in South Korea in Seoul. So thank you for taking the time. Okay, let's see. Hi, Matt from Sydney, Australia. Okay, let's wait a few more seconds for people to join in, and then we will get started. Hi, Tony. Okay then. Right. My name is Julia, and today I will be your host. Let me introduce you to our main speaker from today, Tony Kim. Tony is ProtoPie CEO and co-founder. And he will be our main speaker today. So please welcome him, everyone. Tony, would you like to say hi?
Yeah. Hi, guys. Yeah, hello from Vancouver. I'm Tony, CEO / co-founder of ProtoPie. So I'm super excited to be here with you guys. So, okay, so let's talk more.
Thank you, Tony. Right. Let's see the agenda. In the first part of our webinar, Tony will give us a short introduction to ProtoPie and explain the importance and relevance of ProtoPie in the robotics and medtech industries. After that, he will walk us through the process of building and testing a robot arm in ProtoPie, the part that you are all waiting for today, right? So stay tuned until the end. Tony will highlight the benefits of using ProtoPie in robotics and medtech design and development, and share his best practices for efficient prototyping. That part will be followed by a live Q&A session. So we encourage all of you to participate actively during the Q&A, and also to ask your questions in the Q&A window while Tony is presenting. We will make sure to address all of these questions at the end. This way, we make sure that we make the best out of today's session. Okay, now let's dive right in. Tony, please, show us what you prepared for us today.
All right. Thank you for thank you for warm welcome. All right. So again, I'm Tony, CEO and co-founder of ProtoPie. So I also used to work at Google as a designer before founding ProtoPie. So at the time, there's no good tool, especially for the prototyping. So okay, to be honest, I made ProtoPie to satisfy my needs. So easy to use tool, but guarantee high level of expressiveness. That's the ProtoPie. So before getting started to the demo for the robot arm, I'd like to explain why ProtoPie is useful for robotics and the medtech industry. Right. Yeah, ProtoPie is advanced prototyping tool, so which allows you to build product level prototypes and integrate with hardwares, right? Of course, you can build an interactive kiosk and you can control the display with physical controls, as you can see here. So yeah, there's a lot of realistic prototypes like this. So on the top, you can see the kiosk. Yeah, and in the middle, on the right-hand side, we made a interactive kiosk for IKEA. So you can drag a sofa, couch, to the room, and then simulate how it works, how it looks. And on the bottom, you can control the physical controllers to select the music albums and then play on it. Right? Yeah, ProtoPie is short for prototyping as easy as pie. So it implies ProtoPie's product philosophy behind the scenes. So ProtoPie has a mission to lower the technical barrier for user interface technology to empower we designers to express their design ideas. So yeah, ProtoPie is code for a tool. So in order to make this happen, but guarantee the high level of expressiveness, I spent almost 5 years to build up the ProtoPie's concept model. So it's quite like Lego bricks. By combining trigger, object, response together, you can compose any kind of interaction. So yeah, I encourage you guys to try ProtoPie. Right. And so ProtoPie allows you to import your graphic assets from Figma, Adobe XD, and Sketch. So basically, we totally understand designers start design process from the Figma. So that's the reason why we value the product integration. So yeah, we have good relationship with Figma and Adobe XD and Sketch. So then you can compose interactions using ProtoPie Studio on your desktop. So since a lot of designers still work on prototypes on demonstrate them offline manner. So yeah, ProtoPie is installation-based software. And after composing prototypes, you can run them on real device through ProtoPie Player. It supports iOS, Android, Wear OS, and modern browsers. So, one thing, we are working on Watch OS. So it will be, it is coming soon. Okay, yeah. Finally, you can share the prototype through ProtoPie Cloud and publish handoff document for your engineers. Okay, ProtoPie is top-ranked advanced prototyping tool. So it has tons of advantages, but I'd like to highlight just 3 things today. The first, ProtoPie supports interactions across multiple devices. You can prototype various scenarios like controlling home appliance using your smartphone. So, on the top left, you can see the oven controlled by your smartphone. And on right bottom, you can see the washing machine controlled by your smartphone as well, right? And also you can build up prototypes for parcel delivery experience using smartphone and smartwatch. So actually, the top right, you can see this prototypes. Actually, we built this prototype for Amazon delivery system. So and on the bottom left, you can see interactive kiosk. So using your smartphone, you can transact the you want to purchase. Yeah, cool. And second, ProtoPie supports multimodality. So you can try the voice interactions and tactile feedback and sense control. Yeah, those are all possible. So in order to make voice interactions happen, we integrated Google's backend, Google Cloud backend, and it support 52 languages and dialects. So you can try English, American English, Canadian English, and Australian English, and Indian English, of course, and Chinese, Japanese, French, and Korean. Yeah, you can try various types of languages and dialects. And for this, you need a ProtoPie player. So you can download from Google Player and App Store. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes to download and install. So on the left-hand side, you can see Google Player QR code, and on the right-hand side, you can see the App Store. Yeah, please download it right now. And on the next slide, I'm gonna show you the prototypes made with ProtoPie. Then you can try it. All right? Okay, so I'm gonna mute for a while you guys download and install.
Okay, did everyone get their hands on the ProtoPie Player app? Let us know in the chat. So this way we can continue with the next slide where we will test some prototypes. Okay, awesome. Tony, I think people are ready to see ProtoPie Player in action.
All right. Oh, you guys are so fast. All right. Ta-da! Okay. Yeah, please open up ProtoPie Player on your smartphone and scan QR code. There are two QR codes. So for left-hand side one, you don't need to touch anything on the screen, but you can say "Hello, Ivory" to activate the prototype. So it can listen to your voice and the wake-up word. Yeah, it's which is "Hello, Ivory." Then you can say, play a song, or what's the weather like today? Yeah, please try it. And for the second prototype on the right-hand side, you can tilt your smartphone to control fighter jet and touch the screen to fire. Right? I hope you guys to win the battle. Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes to try.
Okay, so for the first prototype, you just say "Hello, Avery." And in case the sound does not get picked up from the first time, you just double tap with 2 fingers on the screen and click restart scene, and then you will be able to, but it should work. Just make sure that any other audio around you is muted. It works, right, Sergio? That's so cool. It looks like an actual real prototype, like an actual app, right? And what about the game? Have you tried the game as well? Did you win or? Exactly. Yeah. Good good tip, Jeff. Make sure that your phone is not on silent mode. The game's fun, right? Okay, Tony, people love these 2 prototypes that you built. They're
Right.
really amazing. Okay.
Yeah. I know you guys must love. Okay. So say again, ProtoPie support multimodality. And you can feel the tactile, the feedback while controlling the fighter jet, right? Okay, lastly, ProtoPie allows you to integrate hardware and APIs. So as you can see here, you can browse the music albums and play one using physical control. So it is possible. And I prepared another example. So ProtoPie has been loved by lots of automotive customers. So we build for them for them we built a showcase to track a direction of head. I mean the which direction you are looking at. Then show some the more information on the screen. So we integrated ProtoPie with Google's MediaPipe to detect the the head direction. So let's watch. So in this scenario, while driving, I'm nodding. Then it detect my the system detect I'm nodding, and then show a lot, and also the, the steering wheel also gives some tactile feedback. So yeah, it is possible. Yeah, say again, cross-device interaction and multimodality and hardware integration. Yeah, those three are the big highlight of the ProtoPie. And that's the reason why ProtoPie is helpful to medtech industry. So we already have some the medtech customers such as Medtronics, Intuitive Surgical, and Sunrise Lab, and Johnson & Johnson Meditech, and Electa. So here's an example, the surgical robot named Da Vinci from Intuitive Surgical. So actually, Da Vinci consists of three parts. So main manipulator and tower control and robot arm. So in the operation room, each part is controlled by designated the doctor or nurse to avoid the infection, cross-infection. And of course, each part need to communicate the signals each other. So yeah, that's the reason why ProtoPie is quite helpful to prototype this whole system, right? Yeah, of course, they use controller and touch screen to control the robot arm remotely. Yeah. All right. And ProtoPie can be used for robotics and medtech industry to support various use cases and industrial or surgical robots and healthcare apps and wearable devices and cooking, serving experiences. All right. That's the reason.
Thank you for this great introduction and for showing us the potential of ProtoPie for robotics, medtech, but not only, right? Because ProtoPie can be used for a variety of use cases and industries. Yeah, Tony, so please share with us your experience building and testing a robot arm. We're all super excited and looking forward to hearing all about it. And yeah, I wanted to remind, I think it was already shared in the chat, that we already released a tutorial with Tony's demo. So make sure to check it out and follow and try to see if you can follow in real time, at least visually. Okay, Tony, please let us know.
Right. Okay. So now I believe you guys understood how much powerful and helpful ProtoPie is, for your industry now. So okay then, I'm happy to demoing robot arm. Right. First, let's watch what I made. So I use Xbox wireless controller to control Arduino robot arm. And yeah, as you can see here, it has the live camera feed to monitor environment. And also it has a user interface overlaying the live camera feed. Actually, I tried several times to control the arm by myself, but it's quite hard anyway. So I'm really expect the doctors to control the surgical robot arm. Yeah, anyway, right. So actually, I wanted to build real surgical robot arm, but later on I realized it's too expensive. So I tried a cost-effective way to mimic the surgical robot. So that's the the philosophy of the prototyping, right? So I used Arduino robot arm and Xbox wireless controller, as I mentioned. And at the end of the robot arm, I attached a USB camera module to monitor the environment. Yeah, ProtoPie Connect is used to combine all components together. All right. Yeah, let's start. Okay, I purchased Brazil robot arm, from Arduino store, and box cover shows orange color, and cute robot arm. But I realized again, it is truly vivid orange color after unboxing. So to be honest, I a little bit disappointed of the orange color. I don't blame the orange color, but it doesn't have any real feel of the surgical robot. So I spent a couple of days to paint this robot white, and it's a good move. And following instruction in the box is quite easy to assemble the robot. So you can just use the screwdriver to tighten the screws, and you can assemble each component like a step in. Then finally I attached a USB camera module at the end of the robot arm. And you can find various types of the USB camera module from Amazon or AliExpress. So in terms of the price range, it's quite quite various. So from $10 to $100, tons of USB camera modules. But I recommend to purchase plug and play type of module. Therefore, you can just plug in the camera into the laptop. Right. And here's a diagram how signal flows across the part. So when I control Xbox wireless controller, it sends a signal to ProtoPie Connect. Then ProtoPie Connect broadcasts the message to all connected devices. So finally, robot arm is working, and the user interface overlaying camera view shows some changes, depending on the control, right? Here's a table that I listed of all signals gamepad can send to ProtoPie Connect, and you can use any type of gamepad like PlayStation and the Nintendo Switch Pro. So in this showcase, I used Xbox controller. So Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, everything is possible. And you can get more information from our website. Right? And for example, when you move right thumb on the horizontally, so it sends a message 1 on the bar, X2. It is the message with value from -10 to 10. So depending on the amount of moving. So it sends a message 1 on the bar X2 with value, the numeric value from -10 to 10. Then PI file, which is loaded on the ProtoPie Connect, interprets the message into another type of the message which can be understood by Arduino robot arm, like message and degree. So in this case, the message is base, and the value is a numeric number between 0 to 180, right? Okay, so it sounds technical, but after trying several times, you can get it, right? Okay, now, I believe you understand how it works basically. So without further ado, let's see live demo, all right? Okay, let's start from yeah, some don't be scary. there are some codes, but don't be scary actually. So I'm gonna start from the sketch Arduino code part. So yeah, the assembling the robot arm is super easy to follow the instruction on in the box, and you need a code to manipulate the robot arm, of course. But you can just grab this code. After this seminar, I'm gonna share my source code, and also you can grab some code from after Googling. Yeah, it's just like that. It's quite short, and this part is important. So this part interpret the message, yeah, to Arduino robot. So after writing work, just copy and pasting this code, and then you can upload to the Arduino board. So I have to click it, that one, and I'm gonna prepare. I need to prepare the PI file for user interface, and which is overlaying the camera feed. So it shows the user interface, and each number representing the amount of movement of each robot arms, each part, like this. And I don't want to go through all the things, but I'm gonna pick up one and explain how it works. So when you control Xbox controller, it sends a signal, as I mentioned. Then the ProtoPie Connect will receive the signal and broadcast to PI file first. Then it received the signal like 1 on the y-axis 1. That means moving the shoulder part. And when send a message, when send this message, it also has a value. So this means to save the value to the variable. And here is condition. So it make a decision to what response will be activated depending on the variable's value. So here, if the value is less than -1, it activate that part. So the message to shoulder on the bar approach, then it goes to here, and then finally here it interprets the signal for the Arduino robot. So it calculate the value for value like to capture to how can I say, to generate the number from 0 to 180. Then it send a signal to the connect. Then your ProtoPie Connect relay this message to Arduino stuff, right? So at this moment, I'm writing an article about the robotics, robot arm. So I don't want to explain one by one today, but you can go through how it works later on, with the article. Okay, then the PI file is completed, and this user interface will be overlaying the camera feed. So that means these PI files, the background should be transparent. So I'm gonna set up the field parameter to 0, and you are ready for the PI file. Then let's connect Arduino. So open up the connect here, and you can see here plugins. So one of them is Arduino. So select. Now I'm gonna stop, and then select, and you can select the one of port here listed here. So I'm gonna choose the USB connection. So of course you can try the Bluetooth connections as well, but yeah, this time I'm going to use the USB connection and run. Okay. Then here you can see my robot. Okay, and I'm gonna, after the completion of the connection with Arduino, I can send a signal to control it. So for example, base. It works, right? Okay, so actually this Braccio robot arm has 6 servo motors, so you can control each part separately. So it has base and also it has shoulder, like 0 or 90 degree, and gripper 10 or 0. I guess business spell. I'm gonna try another one. Base 90. Okay, like this. So now you checked it works. Then I'm gonna prepare the camera view. Right. So at this moment, it requires some coding for this part, but I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. So actually, we are working on the camera view functionality. So okay, we didn't name it yet, but tentatively, custom view. So custom view allows you to integrate live camera view and 3D object. So you can make some prototypes to control 3D object inside ProtoPie. Yeah, super cool, right? And also multiple camera views as well. So however, at this moment, I'm gonna use some code. So here, here is an index file. And of course, I'm gonna share this code as well. So you can just utilize it. And you can use this code to run the JS the server to get the live camera feed, and also you can open up the terminal to activate it. I'm sorry for that. Anyway, then finally you can get this camera view. So as I mentioned here, here at the end of the robot arm, I attached a USB camera module. So you can monitor the environment. All right. Okay. And lastly, you can connect Xbox wireless controller. All right. I'm gonna turn it on. And then, your laptop is connected to the Xbox controller is connected to your laptop, through Bluetooth. Then you can see here, you can confirm the gamepad is activated. Then let's try. It's working. Right. Cool. So I'm gonna try to grab a little tiny the object. Yeah. I'll do my best. Yeah, yesterday I tried several times, but it's always hard. I don't want to spend 1 hour to try this. Okay, so like this, you can control the robot arm, and you know, you can rotate the robot arm as well. Then you can see, yeah, the camera view is also rotating. Yeah, next time I will definitely grab that part, that object. All right. Okay. That's it. What I prepared today, and I believe you guys have bunch of questions, right, Julia?
Okay, thank you, Tony. Yeah, indeed, the Q&A is on fire today. Let me reshare my screen. There you go. Okay, right. Thank you, Tony, for this great introduction. I think you can you stop your share, Tony? Just to make sure that people can see my screen. There you go. Amazing. Thank you for this great introduction. Thank you for showing us how ProtoPie can be used for robotics, medtech, and then thank you for sharing us this amazing demo. Right, now let's head over to the Q&A and try to answer some of your questions. The first question, so I know the team has been answering some of them, so please make sure to answer those that are answered in, to take those that are answered in written. Tony, can you show us some examples of ProtoPie creating immersive experiences in robotics and medtech? Are there any like use cases that you could think of?
So I guess the immersive experience means the VR like experience, right? VR or XR stuff. So of course we have some examples, and also we already have some articles about that. So we utilize the Unity, yeah, and so we built Unity template to inject ProtoPie, the Pi file into the Unity. Therefore, you can see the ProtoPie outcome using Oculus, the VR gear. So you can try it. Yeah. So in short, yes, and we're gonna share the articles about that.
Yeah. Thank you, Tony. Right. I hope this answers your question. Another question also about digital health devices. How can ProtoPie enhance the design of digital health devices and user interfaces for healthcare?
You know, the prototyping is quite crucial for the product design, digital product design. So especially the emerging technology requires a lot of iterations and prototyping. So I believe, yeah, ProtoPie can empower the healthcare designers to build hardware integrated prototypes. Yeah, in that way, yeah, of course, yeah, ProtoPie can be helpful to enhance the quality of the digital product.
Thank you. Great answer. Thank you, Tony. Okay, right. So your demo was quite technical, Tony. So someone is asking, do you have a coding background? If I'm a designer without any coding background, will it be difficult to learn advanced use cases? What's your experience?
Right. Okay. I don't have any degree for computer science, so a lot of designers say Arduino is quite easy to prototype hardware stuff, but actually Arduino requires coding skill, right? But that means we have Google, so you don't need to fully understand the whole logics for the code. Just grab whatever you want, and then you can mix up the code. Then yeah, as long as it works, that's okay. So however, it is quite helpful to understand the basic scheme of the coding. Yeah, therefore you can just grab and modify some part of the coding you grabbed from the the online website, right? So yeah, I don't have any coding background, but I learned on the field. So that's enough. And also, yeah, of course, in your design organization, if you guys have any engineers, front-end engineers or UX engineers who can help you, yeah, you'd better get help from them. Yeah.
Right. And like Jeff's pointed, you don't need it, but thinking logically certainly helps. So I think that Jeff is speaking also from experience. Okay, thank you. Another question, Tony, can you share the total cost of making this? What is to showcase to the team?
Okay. Okay. So without my labor cost, brochure is around $400, and like the USB camera is around $20 or $10. Yeah, so it's less than $500. Yeah, it's quite cheap to compare real surgery robot, right?
I mean, building a functional robot arm that you could showcase to your stakeholders, your team.
Yeah, right.
I mean, related to the cost, this is to like the benefits. Yeah, this is something.
Oh, I forgot to mention the Xbox controller. So it's around $60. Yeah, $70. So in total under $500. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Tony. Okay, according to you, right. So Artem was asking, can I use my Oculus Touch controllers instead of the game box, instead of the to connect to robot arm with ProtoPie? This is from Artem.
Yeah. Basically, ProtoPie Connect utilize socket I/O protocol. So enterprise customers can make your own custom plugin to communicate. So yeah, as long as your plugin use the socket I/O protocol, yeah, everything is possible. So yes, yeah, you can use Oculus Touch controller.
Thank you. Okay, Doran Cohen is asking. So you mentioned earlier in your slide that ProtoPie can be also used for wearable medical devices. Can you explain a little bit about how ProtoPie can be used to design and prototype for this type of devices?
Okay, wearable device. You can imagine like some wearable device like a ring, Aura ring. So they open API to share the bio signals from the body, right? So you can utilize that signals to prototype. So for example, ProtoPie Connect has the API plugin as well. So you can feed the bio signal through the API plugin of the ProtoPie Connect. Then you can broadcast all the signals to the Pi file on your ProtoPie player on your smartphone. So technically, you can build up the smartphone app prototype on your smartphone. Then you can show the data on it. Okay. So later on, we can try to build this kind of showcase as well.
Right. We are constantly trying to expand our use case and our use case gallery. So please stay tuned, and hopefully we can release something on that. Thank you. I hope this answers your question, Doran. Okay. Right. Someone is asking, according to you, Tony, what are some challenges and best practices when integrating ProtoPie with hardware and software, I guess, in robotics in different industries?
Common challenges are, each company has different spec of the hardware. That's the reason why we open the common protocol to communicate through the ProtoPie Connect rather than customizing all the protocols. So, okay, so I'm gonna give you example like automotive industry. So BMW has their own standard for the communication, and Mercedes has different type of the standard, right? But the BMW parts and the Mercedes parts cannot communicate with each other. Therefore, each company should have their own way to build prototype. That's a common challenge. So in order to support that environment, yeah, we offer a common and very popular protocol to integrate hardware. That's the thing. And other than that, yeah, after trying several times, yeah, it's quite easy. Yeah, not that super hard. So best practice is just like that. So in some auto companies, with engineers help, you can list up all the signals. You can define all the signals, and also you can define all the responses or actions depending on per the messages. So they say it's state machine. So once you guys build state machine, you can just utilize those signals for prototyping. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Tony. This question comes from the chat, and I see Ryan also. I will read it out loud just because it was only directed to hosts and panelists. So Ryan is asking, very glad to hear about the live camera view feature. I assume this means USB camera, not just mobile camera. USB camera also works, right?
Yeah, USB camera. So in this demo, I used the USB camera, and for the mobile, the camera in the smartphone, actually at this moment we support the smartphone camera, right? The facial camera and the back side camera. Yeah, you can do it. You can utilize it.
Thank you for the great question, Ryan, and thank you for answering that. Tony, is ProtoPie mainly used by designers or also engineers?
It depends actually. It depends. So the majority of our customers are designers, but in some environment, in some company, ProtoPie is a common tool between designers and engineers. So they use ProtoPie as a kind of common communication channel. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, Google use that way. So UX engineers and designers use ProtoPie commonly.
Right. And we have some great articles about how ProtoPie can be used by user researchers, product managers, and we also have a great article about how ProtoPie makes a seamless collaboration between designers and engineers. We have the handout feature. Yeah, so we want to make sure that our ecosystem is beneficial for everyone involved in the design and development process. So yeah, we will share these articles in the chat, so make sure to check them out. Thank you for this amazing question. Okay, Alex is asking, hey, great presentation, Tony. Does ProtoPie currently support the development and testing of surgical robotics? And if so, can you share some of the benefits in using ProtoPie for that?
Yeah, I can give you basic answer for that. So prototyping at the early stage always beneficial because without wasting your engineering resource, the designers or the product owner who has product idea always can try the various types of the design ideas, and then they can make they can build the prototypes, tangible prototype, and then do user research to get users feedback, right? So in short, you can save a lot of engineering resource at the early stage, and also you can save the time. So without prototyping, you guys can get lost on the way to build up your the product, right? So I believe that prototyping is crucial for product market fit.
Right. And on that, so we recently hosted a webinar with Sunrise Labs, a medical device prototyping, medical device company, and make sure to check our use case with them. They use ProtoPie to develop a prototype about a surgical robot, and they use that prototype with their stakeholders, and they did say that helped them to save a lot of money. So we will share this use case and make sure to check it out. It's really, really great, their presentation. Okay, off top, in automotive prototype, you track only head position or face emotions and eyes, Tony?
Okay. Good question. Okay, actually that showcase rely on Google Media Pipe. So technically we can detect eye gaze movement, and facial emotion is possible too. But in that showcase, we'd like to try cost-effective way. So to track eye gaze movement, it requires calibration. So that means, for the calibration, it takes a lot of time, and that's a lot of errors per participant. So that's the reason why I just use the head tracking. However, technically it's possible. So you can check out the Google Media Pipe website. And of course, later on, we can share this article as well and source code as well.
All right. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna mark this done. Question from Kelvin Chu. I want a prototype for Apple Vision Pro without owning one. This means the prototyping process must involve considerations such as hand gestures, sound design, and spatial design. Without a background in coding, does ProtoPie support this?
Yeah, good question. Actually, we are working on it. So I would say we are working on spatial computing prototyping functionality. Yeah, that's it. And we want to release the alpha version as soon as possible. That's the all why I can explain it now. Yeah, stay tuned.
Thank you for the sneak peek, Tony. Which brings us to another question. Can you share some of the interesting features coming up for ProtoPie? So we know we recently launched ProtoPie 7.9 with the dynamic media feature. Make sure to check out that release article. But Tony, can you share? You already gave us a sneak peek, but is there anything that you can share that's in the pipeline? No pressure.
Okay, so we are exploring the many ways. So we want to improve handoff functionality even more. Well, we understand a lot of designers still spend so much time on handoff document. So we are thinking how to improve that experience and usability study, and also custom view, as I mentioned, and spatial computing prototyping stuff. And also we are thinking how to increase the productivity utilizing AI technology. So, a lot of companies, a lot of startups say, oh, we are AI powered company, but our way is we want to utilize behind the scene to increase productivity. Productivity for designers. So you might not see the the command line for the AI stuff like ChatGPT, but yeah, later on you guys can realize, oh, it's super cool. Some ProtoPie can understand your intention and recommend something cool and reduce redundant work, something like this.
Amazing. Okay, Tony, as the CEO of a prototyping and co-founder of a prototyping company, like, what is your take on AI prototyping? What do you think about it?
AI prototyping is quite hard and tricky question. So yeah, it's quite early to give an answer. I'm still thinking. Yeah, I'm still thinking, and I'm still gathering the information about the AI and what we can do. So superficially I can come up with some idea like we need to support more functionality about the text stylization, right? So we can mimic the typing, the animations, and also something like this. Also we can integrate some huge data model like ChatGPT or something to offer AI prototyping functionality. But to be honest, I don't say anything at this moment. I'm still thinking. Yeah.
Still exploring. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope this answers your question. We have time for one more. Obviously, today's webinar is about prototyping for medtech and robotics, but what other industries can be used in the most other than medtech, Tony?
Other than medtech, we have many customers in automotive industry. So in software makers' point of view, medtech and automotive industry are quite similar. So they require hardware integration, and they have tons of signals to be communicated with each other across the multiple components, right? And it's quite emerging, and they always bring the new user interface technologies. So it's quite similar, and also there are more industries we are working on. So, for example, aviation industry. So the aviation company use ProtoPie to design digital cockpit. Yes, super awesome, right? And in-flight entertainment system, and also IoT companies. So and more.
Right, TV production, game.
Yeah, TV production.
Yeah, make sure to check our customer spotlight. If you want use cases, if you want to see how our customers have been using ProtoPie, check out our events page or our customer spotlight section. We have everything in written format. So yeah, there's a variety of industries. Yes.
Yeah. One thing interesting is a lot of the SFX companies love to use ProtoPie for the TV production. So I remember Succession 2 and Scream 6 they use ProtoPie for the for mimicking the real user interface for the smartphone and laptop or something. So actors and actresses are focusing on their acting, and then some other operators control their smartphone and laptops remotely. It's super cool.
It is indeed. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay, I'm happy that we got to cover all questions. We have to start wrapping up today's webinar. Join our next webinar and discover how the Washington Post, a leading name in journalism, uses ProtoPie to bring their ideas to life. Make sure to save your spot via the registration link in the chat. It will be shared. And please make sure to join. We're really excited to show you how the Washington Post has been using ProtoPie. Then before we say goodbye, I want to encourage all of you to join our online community, ProtoPioneers. Here you can connect with other ProtoPie users, get help, share your ideas, and get inspired from other designers. So yeah, community.protopie.io. And then before we say goodbye, we also want to offer you a discount code. You can use code ProtoPie Webinar 23 and get 30% off the first billing period on our monthly and yearly pro plans. Thank you everyone for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our webinar. Thank you, Tony, for showing us how ProtoPie shapes the future of robotics and medtech. And I will see you at the next one. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.